Cindy and Craig Corrie, the parents of martyr Rachel Corrie, for their courage and steadfastness in their pursuit of justice. For their brave daughter's killing. Rachel was 23-year-old American peace activist from Olympia, Washington, who was crushed to death by an Israeli bulldozer on March 16, 2003, while undertaking nonviolent direct action to protect the home of the Palestinian family from demolition in Rafah. Since her killing, an enormous amount of solidarity activities have been carried out in her name around the world. Cindy and Craig Corrie have been on a mission to try to bring justice to their daughter since her death. They have shown remarkable strength, patience, and resilience in the face of adversity that they have endured, including most recently at a recent trial in which the Zionist court in occupied Haifa ruled its own military was not guilty of Rachel's murder and blamed the martyrs herself for her own death. So we're very delighted to be presenting this award for you, and inshallah it will be, we'll send you the plaque via post. And we'll be very happy to hear from you, and I'll leave the mic for you right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Amani, and I want to thank everybody there at Al-Awda for this award. Cindy's going to talk in a little bit. I'd just like to tell you just an anecdote, because we spent the weekend. Can you hear me all right? Because you were breaking up. I hope that this works okay. Great. Cindy and I spent the weekend inside 48, as we say here, but up in the Golan. And we were traveling with some new friends that we met up there. And yesterday we went to a village, except there's nobody there. And the village has been destroyed. We stood in what had been the center of a town that had been, we were told, on Earth for 2,000 years or over 2,000 years. And I thought about the age of that before anybody from Europe find the United States, that town was already more than a millennium old. Yet it had been destroyed in 1948, and all the Palestinians had been forced out of it into the surrounding neighborhood and into the small towns that were there. So they were the dispossessed. And the groups of people I was talking to, or Cindy and I were talking to, they were still inside Israel, but most of the relatives are up in Lebanon, and sometimes for a lifetime. And so I think it's with particular poignancy that we're with you tonight, this morning in our time, thinking about this, because there's incredible injustice in this part of the world, and I think that all of us need to work together to do our small part to try to see that the rights of each individual, wherever they live in this region, are recognized and enforced, and that I think Cindy and I feel like we're working so that the children here have the sort of future that we wanted for our daughter Rachel. So just kind of thinking about these people here, just one anecdote, like I say, among thousands and thousands of others. But I'll turn it over to Cindy, and she can talk a little more maybe about the trial here.
Hello, everyone. It's wonderful that technology makes it possible for us to connect in this way. We hope you're having a good evening in California. And we wish you a good morning, a very early good morning from Haifa. I want you to know, I want you to be rest assured that while our family is disappointed in the verdict that came in the Haifa District Court, that we are not deterred in our quest, in this long journey for accountability and justice. And that all of us Thank you. We knew from the beginning that this was going to be challenging. We knew it was an uphill battle. When United States diplomatic efforts working with Israel for accountability failed, and when the position of the United States government remained that Rachel's case had not been thoroughly, credibly, and transparently investigated, our family believed we had no choice but to push forward, to seek the facts, the truth, accountability, and justice in Rachel's case. And you know that has been a very long journey that we could not have undertaken without the support and encouragement of so many people. And I know that all of you in the room have been with us. I think we first connected to Al-Awda just weeks, days after Rachel was killed. And I know it was at a time when you were just getting started with your very important work. And as Craig pointed out, I think that you're addressing the right of return. You're educating the American public and others about the sacredness of that right. And you're doing that on behalf of all of us. And in court, we charged that Rachel's right to life and dignity had been violated. And in our pursuit of that human right, that's one that's sacred to every human being on this earth. I believe that together we're bringing attention to these human rights that are basic to this safety of all of us, of all human beings. And we feel like we're partners in that effort. I do want to say that we believe that even though the court effort has been challenging and difficult, and there have been many hurdles, we set out to find the truth, to learn the truth. And in the process, being in court for many days and hearing from many witnesses, we also determined to expose what we were learning. And I think we've been successful at that, at demonstrating the attitudes, the actions, and the beliefs of the people within the Israeli military and within the institutions that make these injustices possible, make them continue. And that we will continue to put the word out about what we've learned, and hope that in some small way that makes it less likely that what happened to Rachel will happen to other individuals here. I believe I want to just speak very briefly about our future plans.